So what's been going on? Hey everybody, M.A. Baxter here. My friends call me Andy, so I hope you do too. I know if you've watched any of my videos, it's been a while since I've posted anything, and I apologize. But since I got back from our anniversary vacation to Fiji, I've really just had a lot on my plate. As you know, we went to Fiji, and I have to tell you, it's it's beyond anything that I could have imagined. The people there made made it. You know, the Fijian people were beyond. I can't think of a word. Hospitable doesn't do it justice. Uh, I have never felt more at peace. I think on a vacation, I've never felt more rested when I got done with the vacation than I did from this uh, last one to Fiji. Since we got back, lots been on my plate. Work has been pretty crazy, a lot going on there, and with a couple of plants that I'm involved in. And so that's been taking up a lot of my time. And then on top of that, my daughter's getting married in October to a young man that she met in March. But he's a wonderful, wonderful Christian young man, compliments my daughter perfectly. Uh, I've gotten a bit of time to spend with him and to watch him and her together. He treats my daughter with the utmost respect, and I can tell that he genuinely loves her, and she genuinely loves him. So I think it's going to be a great match. Um, what prompted me to make a video today? You know, I was almost done. I'm tired of culture wars. I'm tired of all the crap going on with the transgender stuff. They're going to keep plowing at us, and the only thing we can do is make individual efforts to try to stop them. We cannot drink Bud Light. We can not go to the DEI training. We can, there's things that we can do. We're going to have to do those things on a personal level. But what has just really been on my mind and on my heart and on my soul is what's going on to the people of Maui right now. There's some evil, evil crap going on in Maui right now. People in power are fully taking advantage of this disaster that has happened with these wildfires, which, for whatever reason they were caused, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. Most of them's bull crap. I genuinely think that it was just a power line caused a spark, dry conditions. It happens. Liberal policies, which Hawaii has always been a very liberal place, they tend to lend themselves to natural disasters for some reason. They say you can't cut down dead wood, you can't manage your forest and things like that because it's going to hurt the environment, and that leads to just extra fuel on the ground. And when you have an excess amount of fuel on the ground and a spark, what are you going to have? A massive wildfire. But what's going on that's really bothering me is they're going to people's houses now that, well, there's a bunch of things that bother me. One of the things, they're going to people's houses that their houses had no damage. Their houses escaped this wildfire just fine, and they're evicting them. In some cases, arresting them when they don't want to leave their homes that has been their family homes for generations. It's a land grab. This is some of the most precious, most expensive land on the planet, and it has been in these Native Hawaiian families forever. This is where they have lived. Their families have lived on this land forever, longer than they've even been a part of any nation other than the nation of Hawaii. And corrupt politicians and corrupt elite wealthy people are forcing things. I'm not going to get into who they are. I think it's pretty clear. You can pretty much see who they are. And the governor is just a piece of cat crap. He's the worst, one of the worst human beings I've ever seen on my planet. And another thing that is just absolutely stunningly appalling to me is what's going on with our own federal government. These are our fellow countrymen. These are Americans, and what have we done? We sent them a one-time payment for $750, blocked them off from their neighborhoods. We haven't been offering any aid. We have been keeping people from offering aid. There's people who can go, who are willing to go into there and go over there and help and bring supplies. There are church organizations like crazy that would do that. And our government is stopping them. And they're trying to make it a no-win situation for the people who own that land. They will have no other option but to sell their land really for pennies on the dollar to wealthy investors and wealthy elite, and they're going to confiscate the land, and they're going to build a memorial to the people who died there. They don't want a memorial. They want their homes back. They want their neighborhoods back. They will take care of their losses in their own way. They'll deal with the losses in their own way. They don't need a statue. We send billions and billions of dollars to a country that nobody in the United States even gave a rip about. No one cared a nickel's worth about Ukraine until Russia went in this last time. When they went in 2014 and took over Crimea, I think that's how you pronounce it. No one said anything. We just shrugged our shoulders. They should take care of their own problems. But now, we're sending them billions. We have sent them over $50 billion. Do you realize that just a couple of $1 billion, we can completely renovate all of Maui for these people and give them their homes back and them not have debt? That's what our government is supposed to do. We're supposed to take care of our own people when there's an event like this. I live on the coast, Gulf Coast of the United States of America. I have been through my share of hurricanes. You can go back all the way back to Camille, Frederick. I went through Hugo in Charleston, South Carolina. I've been through hurricane after hurricane after hurricane. Katrina. Although I wasn't in New Orleans, that hurricane was so big it affected me where I lived, well east of New Orleans. The government is useless in those situations, and they ought to be the ones we depend on. That's the only thing they're supposed to do, is protect us and take care of us when a disaster hits, and then leave us alone. And we have just given them way too much power. We have given our government way too much power. I know everybody's heard the old story of how do you boil a frog. You know, you don't throw a frog into a pot of boiling water. If you throw a frog into a pot of boiling water, it's going to jump out. It's going to be hurt, but it's going to jump out and it's going to live. But what you do is you take a pot of water, you set it on the stove just at temperature, not warm at all. Put the frog in it. Frog's going to be happy in water, swimming around. And then you turn the heat on, and you just real slowly turn the heat up until the water's boiling, and you've got a boiled frog, because the frog won't realize what's happening. That's what's been going on to us for the last 75, 80 years. We have allowed this to happen. It's time to stop. It's time to stop these people. And I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but it's time to stop these people. We need to start taking back control of our government. We need to start taking, we need to be so focused on who we vote for when we vote people into office, from President of the United States all the way down to the dog catcher. It's important. It's very important. This is it. We're here. This is what Orwell warned us about. We're here. And life over the next couple of years is going to drastically change. Just yesterday, a couple of people that I pay attention to on YouTube that are pretty successful YouTubers, large YouTube channels, have had their access restricted because of the things that they say. And I'm not going to say I agree with everything they say, but I agree with the fact that they have the right to say them, and it shouldn't be restricted. I'm a grown man. I have my own core values. I know bullcrap from real stuff. If I want to listen to them, I should be able to listen to them, and I can make my own determination. After that, I don't need anybody else judging them for me. I can judge them for myself. But pay attention, folks, what's going on in Maui. They are arresting Native Hawaiians. They're telling them they can't offer them any shelter. They're restricting their access to water, to food, to sanitary items. And I saw where one very well-known multi-billionaire entertainment personality went and bought like some pillows and was walking around handing out pillows like that was going to help. You know, these people need serious help, and we need to live up to our obligation to them. And we're not, and we're failing. And we need to find people who aren't going to fail. You know, I don't know. I don't know who they are, but we need them now. We need them yesterday. So anyways, that's my rant for today. I'm sorry. I hope that everyone can figure their own way out of this and figure out what we need to do, and open your eyes up to what's going on, what these people want. They want to bring monarchies back. They don't want America. They don't want what America's supposed to be. They want to be kings and queens, and they want to rule over us. They want to control what we say. They want to control everything, every aspect of our lives, because that's what kings and queens do. And that's why we left that. Otherwise, we'd still be subjects of England. You know. But anyway, my rant for today. I'm sorry. I probably took too long to say these things. I will try to be posting some more stuff. I've got some really great stories about what I experienced in Fiji, some of the people I met, some really stunningly amazing people that have inspired me to look at my life a little bit differently. And so I'm going to try to start sharing some of those stories and maybe inspire some people to look at life a little bit differently on there. But in the meantime, pay attention to what's going on in Maui. Watch how our government is handling those things and helping the people, or the lack of help they're giving those people. And we will talk about it probably some more later on. Anyways, folks, that's all I got for you today. Thanks. I love all of y'all. I appreciate your support. If you like anything you see, please just like the video, share it, tell somebody about it. That would help me out greatly. And maybe good old algorithm will let somebody see this. But I will talk to you later, folks. Love you. Bye.